Your issue is not HubSpot or your landing page. The issue is you didn't build that sequence of trust, and then you just dump people on a page, like fill in your information to have a call with one of our franchise consultants. That's not a first touch. That's a pickup line at the bar.
Dennis, how you doing?
There's the man. How you doing, Ross?
Hey, everything's good. Loving everything you're doing, man. You're doing great work. Loving the groups. I'm tuning in.
Yeah,
learning a lot.
What do you like the most?
I think I like your focus just like on the fundamentals. It's like, hey guys, like it's nothing like crazy. There's no magic here. It's like you just got to focus on the grassroots, and here's how to do it. Here's the plumbing. Here's the foundation you got to have. And I like the methodical approach of, hey, $1 a day. Right now, you got to test all your content. And so I think for someone like me, it's like you've been neglecting content, like making it. You're like, Russ, come on, man. It's like we're talking about 1-minute videos. How hard is that, right? So it's just kind of like it's a push that I need. Instead of outsourcing it to like, hey, our creative director, hey, this is what we need you to do. It's kind of like just pushing me that, hey, this is something that's really important, that's becoming even more important. And I got to start, focusing on more of my time on it myself.
Well, you're right. The outsource part, we have to be careful, because what you want to do is be the content creator, because you're the founder, you're the figurehead, you have the most knowledge. You can't outsource that. Yeah, you could hire a Jared Subway, but you see what happens there. But you can outsource the other 90%. That's the key. So when you create create the content, but then everyone else can turn it into social media. They can edit it. They can turn it into a book. They can do all that other, and that's where founders get in trouble, because they try to get involved in the other stuff. But
here's the other interesting thing, which is I think like some of it, like, yes, I need to focus on my personal brand and like do the content myself and like just get better at that. Like, and not 100%, but
you're already a pro.
What's that?
You're already a pro.
But I think also what gives me ideas where I'm like, 1-minute videos. What we really should do is have all of our franchisees do 1-minute testimonials and just like start pumping that. And that doesn't even require me. So now like my guy, he's open up a location right now. I'm like, get me a 1-minute testimonial every single time.
Yes and no, but don't use testimonial. No. Never use the word testimonial. That is a dirty word.
What do I call it?
Success story.
A success story. I love that.
But you know why we don't say testimonial? Why that's just poison?
It's like scripted.
Because it's fake. The testimonial is going to be clearly slanted towards Pure Green. Everyone knows it. If you went to a webpage and it said testimonial, 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 would you have any trust in that?
Fake PR.
No. Yeah. So when you watch your favorite movie or listen to songs that you like, you don't call that content. You don't call that testimonials. You call it whatever you call it. You call it anything but the words that marketers call it. So we never create content. That's a marketing task. Yeah. No one wants to, a consumer never wants to consume content.
So let me ask you this. I think where I'm struggling is, so my guy was doing opening, but he's like so slammed, right? I can't send our this videographer out there for this type of thing. It'll be expenses up the wazoo.
You don't need it.
But he did it with his phone, and like the sound was terrible. Sound was terrible. So I'm like, all right, now I have to have my guy clean up the sound.
No, the sound it's very hard to clean that sound up. People say, "Oh, fix it in post." No. Yeah, you need a microphone. But
I got to get him a mic to do it. Can I play the video and you tell me if I can use it or not?
Yeah, okay. Let's take a look.
All right, so let me share this. Hold on. Let me open it. Share the video. All right, so tell me if I can use this. You ready?
I knew I wanted to be
no. Nope. Sorry. So she needs to wear a mic. So you can use an iPhone. You don't need a professional videographer. But the number one thing that ruins video?
Sound.
Bad audio.
What's like a mic that I can like?
Doesn't matter. All the mics, like you can get the cheapest $10 wired mic. You can even use like the DJI. The DJI mic is probably the one that the pros are using the most. That's the most popular one. It's like $350. DJ. They're the ones that make the drones, but they also made a mic. It came out last year, and now it's incredible. Really? But the two most popular ones are the Rode Wireless Go 2 and just get the DJI mic. Let me just show you. I mean, it's really good. And it also allows you it's a dual mic too. It comes in this little box here. Let me just show you which one it is. Okay. So it's this one, $300. And there's ones that come with like all the random stuff, but just get this mic as it is. So the little box comes with the receiver, which is this little thing in the middle. And then there's the two transmitters. And so when you pull one out and you clip it to yourself, it automatically activates and the other one stays in the case and charges. And then it comes with these two little attachments, which don't really show here, but one automatically connects to your Lightning camera, and the other one can connect to, it doesn't show, but it's like right here. But the other one can connect to the camera, to an actual camera versus a cell phone.
So this is wireless. So
it's wireless, yes.
Okay. All right. I'll have to get this.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, just everything about the quality of it. It is probably, it's very sophisticated, but it's one of the easiest ones to set up. It's just ridiculously easy to set up. All the other ones are just, I've used all of them, the fanciest ones, and some of them you kind of have to know what you're doing to use them. This one you don't.
Okay. So yeah, I think that'll really help. So I got to scrap that other one.
Yeah, every franchisee should have a set of mics, and then any of the people that, you know, if things aren't quite as busy, they should be collecting a lot of the B-roll, and then you centralize all of that into some kind of folder like a Google Drive, Dropbox, you know, that kind of thing. I imagine you use Google Apps, or it's called Workplace now. You know, employees get their Pure Green email, and then everyone just puts it in there. And then as you have a central folder, which we call the content library of these edited videos that are working well, then all the franchisees can use that in their marketing.
Yep, absolutely. I love it.
Because then otherwise, if they have to hire their own agency or try to figure out marketing on their own, because I get that, like a lot of franchisors, you know, they just want to collect the money, and then you have to follow the handbook, which is, you know, good luck with that. Yep. But I really think I see a lot of franchisors, and the number one thing that governs whether they're successful or not is how well they take care of their franchisees. And to be able to sell more licenses, potential franchisees are going to talk to the other franchisees and see what's up. And the biggest question is going to be like, how do I market it? My grand opening plan? How do I get customers in? You can't just count on you having a great location and people will just come in because it's a juice. I mean, you can't, maybe a few years ago, but I don't think you can do that unless you're like a Chick-fil-A or something. You need to do some marketing.
That's exactly right. Now, let me ask you this. You saw your post about the grant for the charities. So I filed a long time ago, and we got it, the nonprofit it's called the Pure Green Foundation.
Okay.
And I just haven't used it. I was going to do this thing where it's called a roundup, where all the customers can donate and round it up, and it goes to the charity. It's synced with our POS. So I'm waiting for them to figure out the tech.
Okay.
And I didn't even realize this thing about this Google grant. So I just applied for the Google grant. You know, we got our site up.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that to get activated. Once the Google grant gets activated, what do I do? What's the best use to try and get the ability to spend that full 10K? And how can we, I know it's with these things, it's very like litigious and there's a lot of restrictions.
Yes.
But obviously, like you're a brilliant guy. I'm sure you figure out kind of.
You're too kind. I just know what the mistakes are. I'm not brilliant. It's like you said before, it's all simple stuff, right? Google's rules they're not difficult. They're very obvious if you think about it, right? I mean, you can see why they put those rules in place.
But here's of course, but here's the thing, what I'm thinking, like having a charity, obviously you get the goodwill of like having a charity, you could do good. But I'm just thinking about for the brand, you know, if we're able to use those grant dollars for the Pure Green Foundation, so it's a great way to show the good things that the brand is doing, right? While still being a legit use of funds.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of reasons to have a foundation. The reason why you started it and the idea of like rounding up. So my thing ended in .37. So I'm going to donate 63 cents. Or yeah, I get that. The tricky thing with that is that you have to have a 5% CTR in your Google grants now.
Right.
In other words, you can't just choose it like you used to be able to just choose whatever random keywords. And it was great because we were just spending Google's money. So like, I didn't care if the campaigns were inefficient because it wasn't my money anyway. It's all bonus money. Yep. But now, because there's these rules, I'm trying to think what the keywords would be. I'd have to be really clever with the keywords because I could bid on Pure Green and that would help me because obviously you want to protect your brand term. So think of it as brand term buying.
Sorry, I got to disconnect this thing. Sorry.
So I'm bidding, so I can use it almost in lieu of my regular PPC and basically subsidize with Google Dollars. The trouble is it's got to go to your puregreenfoundation.com or whatever to a page that explains like, hey, this is why we're doing it. And here's examples of how it works, and like have an entertaining, engaging experience enough that people actually stay on it and you actually do a good job, which is why you want to collect the 1-minute videos, turn them into YouTube videos that you embed on the site, which then helps you with your SEO and all that kind of stuff. So brand is obvious, but in each city that you have a location, you're not going to have a ton of people searching Pure Green.
Let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
Does it need, I bought the domain puregreenfoundation.com.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to our other conversation with in terms of link juice.
Yeah.
Would I be better off creating puregreenfranchise.com/puregreenfoundation and having the page for it live on the Pure Green site? So I'm getting that.
No, we want, yes, for general SEO, but for nonprofits, you want to have a separate URL for that.
Yeah. So walk me through strategy here. What's the best play to get that 5% click-through rate, and the best way to monetize basically, in terms of goodwill, in terms of marketing the brand Pure Green? To do this with the grant. Yeah.
Okay. So you see this here?
Yeah.
And you were here at the end when I talked about this, right?
At the last call, I had to leave a little early because I had a meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, I explained these things here, but let me just give you kind of a summary here. Okay. So when you run PPC at the most fundamental level, because that's what we do, fundamentals, is there's keywords that we're bidding on. And most keywords have no volume, which is why people can't spend money. And then if we even can spend money on whatever the keyword is, Pure Green franchise, the different celebrities, juice bar, smoothie, open my own business, city name, all these different things, then there's content that has to support it. So if I don't have content for my foundation, then I can't bid on the keywords. So you have a chicken and egg, you see? So our solution, which I think is very clever, but people don't seem to understand this, is when you collect these 1-minute videos and stories of customers and what they're doing and, what the foundation and the impact it's making in the local community. And when you make an impact in the community, then you get the mayor to say something about it. You get all these other people, all these people get to say, and then who's not going to say something good about the foundation, which happens to show Pure Green because you're wearing your shirt and the hat and people can see it's Pure Green, but you don't talk about Pure Green this and Pure Green that because it's obvious it's Pure Green. You talk about the charity, you talk about what people are doing, you talk about, their story, elevate them. You're like a journalist. So when you collect all these 1-minute videos and then use our techniques, Descript, GPT-4, transcribe it, make it into an article, put it into a YouTube, embed that on a blog post over here. That then allows us to bid against the names of these people that have said something. And these are people, they don't have to be A-list celebrities, but just people that are notable in the community. So we bid on their name and, here's what Ross Franklin, here's why Ross Franklin believes in whatever. Then it goes to that blog post here that includes the video and this kind of thing. So the more content you're able to make, the more videos you're able to make, the more blog posts you're able to make that have the embedded YouTube videos, which then allows you to bid on the terms related to either the people, the branded terms related to Pure Green, and other topics that are close enough related that we think we can still get that 5% CTR.
Got it. Smart.
Okay. That is PPC, and that's PPC 101. There's nothing tricky about what I said. This is so basic.
Yep. I like it.
But people violate the fundamentals because if you're not even collecting this content, especially in video format, then how do you expect to have these blog posts? And if you don't have the blog posts, it doesn't matter if you have someone like me. You could even have someone like me come in and set up your PPC campaigns and try to choose all these keywords and bids and campaign structures and all that. It doesn't matter because where am I going to send people, right? There's all these great keywords, these things that we think are good because of what Pure Green stands for. But I have nobody. Where am I going to send them to?
Yep.
If you don't have the content, I can't bid on the keyword, right?
Yep.
That's where they screw the thing up. And there's okay. So you're collecting the money. What are you doing with that money? You're the charity. You're rounding the nonprofit.
Yeah,
you're rounding it up.
We haven't started that yet.
Okay, but when you do, where is that? What are you going to use the money for?
We're going to be hosting different just events, sponsorships, grants that all promote wellness.
Oh, fantastic. So all the topics related to wellness.
Yep.
And so if someone cares about some particular issue of wellness and nutrition and diet and mental health and like whatever, right? Then you could say, hey, support blah, 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 healthy diets for kids in city name. Oh, shoot. So, if I'm searching about that and I see that Pure Green is doing this thing, and then I talk about how this program is being supported by the Roundup thing, I can still make wellness topics relevant by using my Google grant, you see?
Yeah.
But if you don't do the part in blue, it doesn't matter.
Got it.
So the reason why people's Google grants fail is not because they don't have someone who's good at Google Ads.
I see. They don't have the content.
Yeah, and I've done enough of these. Like I can already tell you that the problem is over here.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah. Oh, but we need someone. We hired this other expert who's good at Google Ads. Like, doesn't matter.
Got it. All right, so I'm going to get rolling on this separate subject.
Yeah.
I need to get better at more 1-minute videos myself to promote my personal brand.
Yeah.
I started playing around with I'll just show you. Let me share my screen here. I started playing around with doing the boosts, right? So like this is an example of one that I did a boost on. I think I need a better description here. If we go to take a look at these insights.
Okay, so you had 10%. Actually, wait a minute here. Okay, so on the boost you got 10%, 30 on 227, but the engagement was only 6.5%, 130 on 2000, and then the second, the initial boost actually did better. Wow. Why is that? Huh. Click on that second boost, or sorry, the May 10th. Yeah, click on that. 41. Oh, you got hammered. Why is that doing so poorly? Because let's see. Oh, because you chose link clicks. That's why. Yeah. The lower in the funnel, the objective, the more they charge you. So we generally like to have engagement unless there's something very, that's a video of you speaking at a conference. Yeah. Unless there's a call to action at the end and there's a direct anticipation of like, obviously you need to go to the website. Because if you say into the camera and come to puregreenfranchise.com and we'll teach, so you chose the wrong objective.
The other thing is on my audience, I'm doing age 37 to 47. I wonder if I resonate with a different audience, but that's who is.
Go back and look at the organic performance and see.
That's a good idea. So
that's why I always look at that first. And you have enough traffic that you can learn something organically, but just because you have people organically engaging doesn't mean that's necessarily your audience on whatever. So,
all right. So if I go back to here,
you see insights. Yeah.
And I go to the organic performance.
Yeah. Click on that a little higher. Yeah. Click on that.
And how do I see the age?
Oh, you have to go to the page insights. You see, the thing is that with advertising, they give you the most data for obvious reasons. And then they claim it's privacy reasons for why they can't give it to you organically. It makes no sense. Actually, click on that. Yeah. This is a profile. Is this a public figure page or a professional profile? Let's see. Professional profile. Okay. So this is kind of new. All right.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, this is what is this? This is my current audience, right? It's my followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's mostly, so I'm going after an age.
I
don't have many followers. I'm going after an age. I should be going after 25 to 34.
Maybe. Click on see details.
Whoa.
Why do you have that going on? Yeah, what the heck's happening there?
I think what happened was, this is all fake. I think what happened was before Facebook launched the verification, you needed to get verified 10,000 followers. So I paid to have followers so I can get that verification prior. Oh,
so that's why your engagement rate sucks, is because you have a bunch of fake fans. Okay.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
but
you can, you can change your thing to exclude. Well, I don't know if it's on a professional profile, but you can exclude certain countries.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On a page you can. I'm not sure on a profile, because a professional profile is this weird thing that's kind of both.
When I boost the post, is it going to people who already follow me or who don't follow me yet?
It'll a combination of both. Whatever's going to meet the objective that you choose.
Got it. So I may be screwed because I have all those fake followers.
It'll hurt you a little bit, but I think you'll overcome it. You just give it a month or two of boosting and you'll overcome it.
Okay.
And I think there's going to be a way to drop the fake fans anyway. That's why you should never have fake fans, because If you want to screw a competitor, just buy them a bunch of fake fans.
Would this be a good one to boost? Because this got good natural engagement. It got 142 comments naturally.
Yeah.
This may be a good one. So if I boost it, so I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a humbrag. So that's good.
And then I'm going to, what should the button be?
Learn more by default. You should always choose learn more unless there's obviously a link click that you want to do.
Okay. And then audience, what should we do?
Well, so have the boost done okay on that? Have you boosted that one, or that was just organic we had before?
This was organic.
Okay. So go down into the targeting and see if we can do see if we can hit browse so we can edit that audience. Yeah. Let's add in more. No. Go in there. I want to add more things. You only have one thing in there.
So go to.
Let's edit that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. We've lost a lot of them, but not the location below that where you got franchise owner. I don't want just franchise owner. No. Don't exit it. Stay there.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Down there. Yeah. Click in there.
Click here.
Now type in franchise times or just franchise, or type in other franchise. Yeah. Oh, they're still there. Franchise consultants. Yeah. These are all the people that are interested in opening some kind of franchise. Just be careful because some of them will just be franchised by itself. And that may or may not be relevant.
Yeah.
Franchise. Let's go back. That's good. Now we're trying to see the size of the audience because sometimes you put in one keyword and it just blows up the audience to 200 million people and you don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah. See, so these other franchises you see there below, just click franchise again so we can see the suggestions. Okay. Now you see these ones, the Halloween franchise and Saw franchise. Like that's a different meaning of the word franchise.
Right.
Like a sports team that's been doing this thing a long time is called a franchise, right? So we just got to be careful we're not targeting the wrong franchise.
Right.
So I'm a little worried that this keyword franchise may or may that interest one is not as specifically relevant as franchise consultant and franchise part. You see what I'm saying? That franchise one might hurt us. You see?
Oh, the interest.
Yeah. I'm not saying exit out. I'm just saying let's kind of consider this for a moment. Okay. You just go back. I want to show you how to determine this, whether it's relevant. All right. Now, you see at the bottom, it says the audience 183, 215.
Yep.
Okay. Now, X out franchise and see how the number changes. Okay. Now there's only 1,000. Okay. Which isn't necessarily bad because this is not a huge thing, right? The key for us, because our goal is to drive more franchisees, is we don't want to accidentally target a B2C topic. You see what I'm saying, Ross?
Yep. So what if we kept these and we just increase the
yeah. I mean, how young is your youngest franchisee?
27.
Okay. Yeah. So keep it there. Yeah.
Pushing it. Yeah. So this now.
I keep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 2,000 people. Well, that seems a little low. I would kind of want, 20,000 basically. So I wouldn't do it off of age. I'd do it. The age can be sometimes a little weird because some people don't have it. And the nature of the targeting itself, by targeting franchise partner, blah, 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 age is kind of already built into that because why else would they be in that and be like 18?
Just open up all the way.
Yeah, I would open it up. And let's see if it changes.
3.
Okay. You know what? Because this is a professional profile. I'd move it up to 25, actually. Yeah. Okay. And it didn't change a lot because by definition, you see, it's not that you don't explicitly do demographic targeting. Mm-hmm. Your demographic targeting is a result of your detail targeting, right? Or your just general targeting.
Yep.
Okay. So let's just add in more franchise terms that are actual franchise terms.
Okay.
And just choose some of them that are obviously specific enough.
I mean, looks like it. We got most.
Yeah. Those all look good. Yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe area developer would be a franchise term.
Okay.
Franchise. I mean, we got all the franchise.
There's all the stuff about open a business and entrepreneurship, but those might be so broad because people are doing all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah.
There's other like magazines that are blue, whatever's the one. What's the one that the franchise one that's called Blue? That's this. People are reviewing all the franchises.
No idea.
Blue, not Blue Nile. Blue. I should know this because I've been doing this for so many years. I can't remember the names of the groups. I think that's pretty good. Okay. So that's a good franchise one. So I'd say
actually doesn't increase it that much. So that could be a good one.
I don't believe that doesn't. That's something funky. For an entrepreneur will like jump the thing to 50 million. There's something goofy there. The entrepreneur is a huge target.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur the magazine or entrepreneur because that's what they classify themselves as. And just if you think about it, that's not relevant enough for what we're doing.
So should we just leave it at this?
Yeah, I'd leave it at that. Save audience. Okay. Then let's create another one just so you have something else to boost against.
Okay. So create new.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's do a general one for people that want to open a business. So just type in business in there just to see in the detail targeting again. Or how about a wellness center or see if we can target like, maybe like naturopaths and people in the wellness industry. See if like wellness
interest.
Well, that's going to be more just general users. That's just people. There's too many people there. So who are the people? Okay, so where are they coming from? These franchisees, like what's their background? What's the main?
For us, it's like it's all over. It's just people that want to be a business owner that are passionate about health and wellness.
Because yours is only 30K, right?
Yep, 30K franchise fee. 300K all in.
Right, which is basically like the cost of opening a Subway too, the lower cost ones. Okay. What are the other things because our goal is getting more franchisees, but we don't want to hit a B2C topic, right?
Yep.
Open up ChatGPT and say, what publications would a potential franchisee of my...
You got the app on your iPhone? Came out today.
Oh.
Yeah, on
no,
Twitter,
I'm sure.
This chief technology officer gave a link, but if you go to the App Store, you can get the Chat GPT on your iPhone, and it's all voice. It's really accurate.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, they released the plugins yesterday too. That was what I was super excited about.
So, all right. So, what should I ask Chat?
Go to GPT-4.
Yep.
You should always. I don't know why it doesn't default to that. It drives me nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to target potential franchisees of my Pure Green juice bar franchise. What job titles and organizations and other detail targeting might I use to reach them via my social media ads using Dennis use $1 a day strategy? You see how specific it is? Like you don't even have to ask me questions anymore, Ross. You can just ask the AI because it knows what I would say. Scary.
Yeah, I already remember.
Yeah. See how like it's all in how specifically you ask the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So look for individuals such as entrepreneurs, business owners, franchise owners, investors.
How many of these people already own another franchise or own some other business? Or they're just new to entrepreneurship for you guys?
A lot of our franchisees own other businesses.
Great. So that first one seems relevant.
So it's given us good general information, but pretty much everything.
Okay. So just say, okay, now name specific organizations, conferences, magazines, and interest groups. See, look, it's even saying what I would say. Oh, $1 a day is about testing and improving and basic stuff. And yeah. And it's even got citations there, links to where I explain why that's the case, right?
Yeah. So the IFA, so the people that are members of the IFA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those ones, they might not show on Facebook because actually they're not there because we tried it. Like these things used to show up a few years ago, but they've been culling detail targeting. But we can hit them on Twitter. We can hit all these on Twitter. So just copy all your stuff into Twitter and do that.
Let's see if the International Franchise Association.
But I think we typed in franchise. And it didn't show, so I don't think it's there. Just type in franchise and it won't. I think we have like 4 things in there, right?
Yeah, it's not showing. Yeah.
Just type in franchise and see. It'll just match for anything that says franchise.
It's still the same. Doesn't go.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a shame because that stuff it was amazing. I could just target the crap out of all those things.
Yeah. It doesn't give us multi-unit franchise conference. Yeah. It's not giving it to us.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing.
But the thing is, you can get them on LinkedIn and Twitter. So don't think like you just go across all the channels. You'll always be able to get it on one of the channels.
Yep. No, but this is helpful. But back to this, because I know you're limited on your time. But so we go back here. Let's say we got one audience, and I'll play around for the others. So I want to do 10 days. Doing $1 a day, this should be $10, right?
Yeah, total budget $10 for 10 days, so it's $1 a day.
Always test it first, right? Just with 10, never go higher.
I mean, you can if you want, but I'm wrong all the time. We're like, oh yeah, this is a winner, and I'm wrong. I'm just wrong. And you're wrong you don't realize you're wrong, but you promise you're wrong all the time. You think you know more than you do. I let the data tell us, right?
I like that. Okay.
Okay. So, and plus the audience size is only 3,000 people, right?
Right.
So if you try to bang these guys at $10 a day for like 3 or 4 days, you're going to burn the audience.
True. Okay. So then this is it, right? There's no more.
Yeah, that's it. Now boost it.
All right. Boost.
Now you just need more things to boost, especially videos. Now you're boosting that as an article, a video, like all these little stories. And, even you could talk about, you know what? I've seen like at supermarkets, they allow you to round up your bill. Like, I thought, why don't we do that too? So I started a franchise. And so, and so blah, blah, blah. Like there's so many different 1-minute stories that you could tell, that your franchisees could tell, such as, hey, I'm so-and-so and I opened a franchise in this town and, I own this other business. And the reason why I do this is because I want our community to be healthy. And, ever since COVID, all these people were, getting fat and, whatever it is, like that, you honor them. You allow them to tell their story as if you're a journalist interviewing them, and you boost their story. That will help you attract more franchisees too. And it's PR for them.
Let me ask you this. Out of all these ads that I've run in,
okay,
what jumps out at you as being the most successful so far?
All right, stop for a second. Let me just see this. You're choosing link clicks on all of them.
So I gotta fix that. I don't know why I'm doing that.
It's because the minute you're choosing link clicks, it's forcing Facebook to find people that are going to leave the site, and Facebook doesn't want people to leave the site. You want people to engage, especially because you are B2B in this case, attracting franchisees. People need to learn about this, need to hear more stories. Once they've done that a few times, then they're going to say like, oh, I've been seeing this Pure Green thing all over the place. They don't realize it's boosted. They'll just remember in their head that they've seen this. Then they're going to click on you. Then they're going to click on the stories. And like, you need to make it feel natural instead of just forcing everyone to go to your website each time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you need to change to engagement.
This may be better use of your time really quickly. Can you take a look at the ads we have going for Pure Green Franchise?
Yeah, let's do it. Just whatever you want to look at. How
do we get there from here? I'm a little. How do I get to the ad? It's on the ad manager.
Yeah, it's business.facebook.com.
Business/ad/manage.
Yeah.
/ad.
Ads/manage. It doesn't matter. Look at all those ads there. That's funny. Even Facebook's running an ad on their own thing. Go to Ads Manager, or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
So this looks like, so this is my personal, looks like.
Okay, in the drop down, then go to whichever.
How do I get to, here we go. Get to the franchise one. Switch account.
You need to add yourself. That's funny. People do that all the time.
Right, it looks like this is it. How do we get here?
Add people and put your name in there. Yeah, full control, bottom. Yep. Okay. Now top right, open an Ads Manager. It's not easy, is it? This stuff's confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's better. I like the boost better.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you're doing.
So we just put 3 new ads in. I told my ads guy to get rid of the old ads because we just got our 2022 audited financials. We got everything updated.
Okay.
So there may not be a lot of data, but can you just do a quick audit of how the ads are performing? Tell me where to go.
You spent $67. I can't make heads or tails of that. It's not enough data
That can't be right.
You're in that campaign, so you got to move up.
How do we go to them? Because we just launched these ads. How do I get to the previous one? Maybe
now you're gone down to the ad level.
Oh, sorry, what's it? This one? Yeah.
Click on that X, the gray X, top left. Now go last 30 days, top right. Okay, so you spent $3,000. Now sort by amount spent descending. I think you only have those 2 campaigns that are live. Top right.
Yeah.
Amount spent descending. Okay. So all the money is in that second one. So click on that one. Yeah, all the money's in that one. Okay. And then of the 60,000 reach. Well, okay. So you have a frequency of 2 because 60,000 people saw 117,000 impressions. And you are trying to drive a lead. So you're trying to drive conversions. That's your bid strategy. Okay. And almost all 70% of your money was spent in that one ad set. You can see the 73,000 impressions on the 117. So $1,800 of your $3,000. So basically we're going to look at this one interest-based DCT. Okay. Let's look at that one. Click on that. Interest-based DCT. Okay. And there's only one ad in there, but it's a DCT camp. Okay. So you have no leads. You spent $1,800. Why is that?
I think there's an issue like getting like being able to track the leads on here.
So it's a HubSpot tracking issue. Okay. So scroll to the right. Keep scrolling to the, okay. So we'll stop there for a second here.
Yeah. Because we
You reach, what is going on here? You're getting hammered. Your quality score isn't showing up, but I can tell you it's low because now obviously your goal is leads coming through HubSpot and whatever, right? Which none are showing, but there are diagnostic metrics, which are check engine like metrics. And one of them is what you're paying for the traffic. Now, you're not bidding for reach or impressions, of course, but as a diagnostic metric, if Facebook is charging us a lot of money, they're telling us our engagement rate is really low. But now we'll look at that in just a second. I'll explain it to you, but I already know it's going to be low because look,
who are we targeting?
What?
Can we look at the latest ad and see who we're targeting?
We can, but you're going in the wrong direction. I want you to listen to me.
Okay.
So you served, because I have a certain process and we can look at the targeting. We can look at we can do all those things, but I have a way of stepping through this. I want you to understand how to evaluate the ad. So you served you served this ad 73,000 times to 41,000 people. So each person saw it like 1.8 times on average. Some people saw it more and some people saw it less. You got charged $1,800 for those 73,000 impressions. So that's a $25 CPM. That's high. That means your engagement rate is low, but it's also high because you're bidding for conversion. I bet you these are cold audiences that have never seen this before. So under columns performance and that drop down, go to delivery delivery. See, it's a $25 CPM, 1.7 frequency. All right. Now go back to performance and then we'll go to the ad level and then just go on the right side, click on the ad, go to the left where it says DCT and you have the creative, click edit down a little below that. Yeah. Edit. So that's your ad. Own one of the fastest growing smoothie and juice bar franchisees emoji. And then under see more, it expands to this giant thing. So, okay, this is a straight up sales banner-ish kind of ad. And let's go back to the ad set level and the top interest-based middle, top middle. That'll work too. Okay, scroll down, keep going. Okay, who are we targeting here? Exclude bottom of funnel. It doesn't even matter to exclude anybody because there's no audience to begin with. Okay, who are we targeting? Okay, so these ones that you've seen these. Wait a minute. What's that franchise one? Go up. Oh, well, we'll go down a little bit. Go to where's franchise? Okay, additional interest franchise. Well, we're not so sure that that's legit because it's under just general additional interests. Franchising is probably legit. Franchise is not. This audience is super small, as we saw. Remember? We were just looking at these things, but we hit it through the boosting. Instead of using the audience manager or doing it here inside the ads manager, we were doing it inside a boosted post, which isn't quite as sophisticated, but you see the same interest here, right? Yeah. We could have used home business and all. And health and wellness, I'm freaking not use health and wellness because we know health and wellness is a general consumer category.
Right. So we should definitely get rid of that on the.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. But that's not your issue's not. I mean, yes, the targeting is broken, but that's not actually what's hurting you.
What's hurting us?
Well, let's go back to the top level on performance.
Top level. Where is that?
You can click the X on the gray X up there, or click on the campaign, or. Okay. Now instead of performance, do clicks. The top right, and then it says columns, performance and clicks. Lower. Okay. All right. So scroll over. All right. So look. Oh yeah. This is exactly what I knew would be here. All right. You saw the ad. You saw the targeting, right?
Yep.
And you saw how we're getting hammered on this $25 CPM or $27 CPM, right? And of those 75,000 people, well, just overall 117,000 people, we had 500 clicks. That's atrocious. Look, it's a 0.44. See in the bold on the bottom? It's a 0.44. It's not even 0.5% CTR.
Yeah.
That is garbage.
Terrible. Now, just so we can see, I wonder, we had a higher ad spend, I think, the previous months. So should we change? Can we change? Can we make it like, let's see.
Your ad is not relevant to what I'm trying to say. People aren't clicking. If only 0.5%, not even, are clicking on it, they don't like your content. And so you're getting penalized.
What if we do February? Let's just
Sure. All right.
update. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, it's terrible. You're just wasting money.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, whoever expert Facebook consultant.
So what do we do?
Well, first off, I mean, yes, we know your goal. You want actually qualified potential franchisees to have a conversation and, you know, go through the whole thing and then pay their 30 grand and all that, right? Which is obviously not an Amazon one click kind of thing. It's a whole.
So I know click-through rate. If you did this campaign, what would it be? Conservatively, like if you did it poorly for you.
3%, 5%. Yeah.
Okay.
But remember, Ross, the goal is not CTR. The goal is I want good conversations with franchisees. I know what the business goal is, but I'm just telling you that if the check engine light is on your car, something is broken.
Yep.
So in this case here,
we don't know.
If only 0.5% of people are clicking on it, could it be the ad?
Could it be the ad?
Could it be because the targeting? Could it be the way you budget it? Could it?
We don't know.
It could be any of these things. So that's why people are like, oh, well, let's go look at the targeting. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll go look at the targeting. Yeah, the targeting's not right. But okay, cool. Let's fix the targeting. Yeah, we can, but I think it's actually deeper than that. So I've been through this circus many times. Your issue is that you do not have a strategy.
We've strategy video in the past as well.
Strategy is a combination of goals, content, and targeting. I would start with video stories of franchisees from all different walks of life going through the process. Now, obviously, there's franchise disclosure rules on what you can say and, you know, income and whatever, you know, there's only certain things you can say and can't say. I know that. But you can still tell the stories of these different franchisees.
Yep.
So-and-so owns a bunch of fast food restaurants and they thought they'd do this. So-and-so, they just got divorced and they got this money and now they want to start a business. So-and-so, they just retired from their corporate job and they want to take the money and do this one thing. So-and-so is partnering with their dentist and their 3 other dentists and their attorney friend are pooling their money together to open a franchisee. So you see what I'm saying? Like we're telling all these different stories, right? So we have these different stories. Then other people that are like those people are like, oh, I like that too. Or they see that you were, you know, at the International Franchise Times, whatever you were speaking, or you had a webinar, like, oh, shoot, I follow that group. Oh, what is this guy? He's clearly associated with the same group that I'm associated with. So everything you have here is all bottom of funnel, which is great. Certainly, yes, we do want to drive landing page leads through HubSpot and all that. You have a strategy issue here. And yes, this might work because if you're a hookup artist and you keep practicing your lines, then yeah, you'll get some conversions with these girls, but that's not the way to do it. You need to develop the trust, tell the story, have some top and middle of funnel things. And that will make these ads might be okay to keep. You just need to warm people up with top and middle of funnel. So by the time they get to this ad, they know a little bit about Pure Green, about you, about the other friend. Like there's stuff people need to know before they get this form in their face saying, fill this form out, right?
Yep.
It's like so obvious. I don't even need to explain this, right?
Yep. I'm with you.
That's your issue right there. You have no strategy. You're just making ads and yes, I know your goal is to get more franchisees, but you need to warm people up first. Yeah.
All right. So what do we do?
Where's your top and middle of funnel? Where's your videos?
So we've done videos in the past. How do we get to them?
You ran ads against them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
let's see. Like pretty much after 4:38, all of them were.
Okay. Go maximum, which is all time, and then we can look at all ads. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Top right. Top right to go to. You have a date range to change it to maximum, which is all time. You don't need comparison. Yep. Do that. Click out of that blue pill thing. One selected, so we can see everything, and then sort by impressions descending. Click on impressions, so it sorts it. Yeah. All right. So you have all these. Okay. So people are using. I can see you're mainly using lookalikes, and okay, fine. But yeah, this is garbage. Look at your cost per click, $5, whatever. It's because these are probably all driving to link clicks. You're just trying to you're using Facebook purely as a siphoning channel to drive clicks, which I get. Of course you want people to come to the website to learn more, but you got to warm them up too. So you keep thinking that creating all these different combinations of 1% and 3% lookalikes and whatever is going to be.
How did this one get a 5% click-through rate?
I don't know.
Which one was this?
Click on it because it's a video. Oh, imagine that.
But I think this was promoting actually our crowdfunding.
Republic. Okay. Well, yeah.
That's what that was. Okay, not franchise.
By the way, the ones where you do in partnership with other people and other organizations and whatever are going to do a lot better than the pure start a franchise thing, because everyone's seen that whole start a business and be your own boss kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
this is super obvious. This is like, I've had a dime for every time, Ross, I've seen this. I would be retired.
So tell me what I need to do. How do I fix this? How do I get to that 5% click-through rate now? We just launched some new ads. If we go to the new ads right now, just take a look at how it's set, and let's at least give that the best shot.
You have bottom of funnel, which is great. Now let's do some top and mid funnel. So you're in the right program. The $1 a program will get you the content that you need. That's not just for your personal brand, but for Pure Green, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
I can use the $1 a day program to discover what content works, what content sells franchise.
$1 a day is like gravity. It's this fundamental concept.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I miscommunicated and I set the expectation that $1 a day is to grow your personal brand. I mean,
no.
Okay.
I got to start figuring out what works. So not $1 a day is what I need. How do I get to the current ads? I just go to what today?
Just go to the last 30 days and then sort by impressions, and that will show what's showing. Yeah. I mean, if it's not showing, if it's showing, it's a current ad.
Okay. So it'd be this, right?
Yeah. But these ads are all the same thing. There's these two campaigns that basically are all the same thing.
Yes. This is the one that just started. So how do we go to the settings so we can see what interests they're targeting?
Go to the ad set level.
Okay.
Or click view setup. But yeah. The ad set levels where the targeting is, and then you can click the little view setup, or you can go into each ad set. Yeah, click on that.
Okay. And so click this, go edit.
Yeah, you can do that, but you can also see, okay. Yeah, just do that. And you can do any of those and click edit, and you can see that. Then scroll down to get to the targeting.
All right, so scrolling down. Let's see what he's targeting. It's age 34 to 55, right? Which I think is good for ads and putting money on this thing.
Sure, in those cities, okay.
These are major cities we want to target. Top household income.
Fine. And that's it. Okay, well, those are big audiences.
So what can we do a better job of here?
I don't think income targeting is the right way to, there's nothing about what you're doing where income is the primary target. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. So where's the interest? There's no interest in it.
No, there isn't. Yeah, it's goofy. Why would he put why don't you put in franchise interest? There's no interest. I don't know. I'm not your guy. I don't think it makes any sense. He probably doesn't know. Or maybe if he watches this, he'd be on the defensive for trying to defend how he's a pro. Like, I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm just here to cover the fundamentals. Everything we're covering here is so 101 here. It's incredible.
Franchise.
You can, but I don't even think that's your issue. You got the wrong objective and you have the wrong creative. So doing your targeting doesn't matter. Look, advertising or any kind of campaign is the combination of goals, content, and targeting. Changing your targeting if your content isn't right and you haven't chosen the right objective, won't matter. All three of them must be in alignment. Yeah. I've got another meeting in a minute and we've used up our hour. We can keep going, but we have to schedule another time. Yeah.
Yeah. So bottom line, what should I do?
Get videos at the top, middle, and bottom of the funnel. Collect those stories just like you do for the nonprofit, but just in general, as you as the franchisor. Put them all into a folder. Start boosting those against the targets that are interested in entrepreneurship. Not like the ChatGPT told you the right answer. Okay. And what we teach in $1 a day is so 101. Just do that. And then we'll take a look along the way and see what's working for you.
You're the best.
Yeah. You have such a bait. You are just, whatever you're doing now has no strategy. It doesn't make any sense.
Thank you so much, Dennis. I really appreciate it.
Awesome, Ross. All right. We'll talk soon.